it's funny to me. I scroll on TikTok and I see all of these debates about abortion, about being pro-life. And then you go in there, I actually did it the other day with actually a young man named Micah who was on Jubilee a couple times. And the arguments they make are these like hypotheticals and these what ifs, and they're speaking in just like non-existent realities. Okay. Meanwhile, this is happening. This is Nevaeh Crane. She was a pro-life Christian Texan who found herself pregnant with her boyfriend at age 18 and was so excited about having this baby. In fact, was having a little baby shower to celebrate at 16 weeks when she started to feel incredibly ill, vomiting, cramping. So she went to the ER and they sent her home saying she had strep throat. Sent her home with some antibiotics. Later that evening, she was still feeling worse. It was not getting better. Her mom took her back to the ER. And this time around, they diagnosed her with sepsis. But unfortunately, because she lives in the state of Texas, her fetus had a heartbeat. Her fetus was very much alive and well. And despite her having fever and some nausea and some other symptoms, they sent her home. And then after a night of apparently excruciating pain, mom brings her back for a third time where they do not one but two ultrasounds to yet again try to figure out if the fetus has passed so they can do their duty. And she died. She died a painful death in front of her mother as her mother screamed for help. And these are two women, mom and daughter, who probably voted for Greg Abbott, who probably voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020, and we're probably anticipating voting for him in 2024. And the irony is she's the epitome of what the Republican Party wants. This young Christian who apparently wanted 8 children. She wanted a huge family, and now she's dead. But here's the kicker. Republicans, they're going to blame the healthcare industry. They're going to blame the physicians and the facilities, not the laws. And they're going to say these doctors didn't honor their oath. They didn't do their due diligence. Meanwhile, these doctors are in a room where they're consulting with lawyers because they're like, there's a fetal heartbeat. And based on these laws, if you perform an abortion right now and you are the reason that fetus is terminated, you could go to jail. You could face $10,000 in fines. You could lose everything. So it's really frustrating to me to see these lives where people are arguing about these non-existent third trimester elective abortions when there are literal women dying. There's a woman right now in Georgia in a coma with brain damage, with a brain bleed, who miscarried and didn't get the DNC she needed because of laws. Her name's Haley. People that don't have medical expertise, such as our legislative bodies, such as Ken Paxton, who literally argued against and won emergency abortions at a federal level being protected, they are making medical decisions. Because whether you like it or not, an abortion is a medical procedure, one that many women need to live 3 days. 3 days. And here's the deal. I believe Harris is going to win. But unfortunately, if she does not win the House and the Senate with down ballot races, this conversation doesn't really matter because we are going to continue down the same path of states, your geographical location deciding your fate, whether you live or die because you need an abortion. So.